Hi, thanks for tuning in to Fix, Tinker, Review, Repeat. I'm Ken. Well, for today's project, I needed a 90-degree attachment for my drill. I need to drill some 2-inch holes in some very hard to reach spots in some 2x4s. So I picked up this Drill90PLUS by MILESCRAFT 90-degree attachment. So I'm going to put it through its paces. I'm going to drill a number of holes, and I'm going to take it apart, see what's inside, how it stands up to some heavy use, and you be the judge whether or not this is a tool that you can add to your collection. So for today's project, I needed a 90-degree attachment for my drill. And at the local big box store, they had two choices in stock. Unfortunately, Harbor Freight didn't have their version in stock, or I would have looked at that. This one is by DeWalt, and it has an extension. It can be used in a impact drill or impact wrench or standard drill. You can use it with or without the extension. And it also has a handle that you can use to hold it while you're drilling the angle holes. The DeWalt was $40, and the other alternative was this Drill90PLUS by MILESCRAFT, which was $19. So you can tell by which one's still in the package is which one actually used. But the MILESCRAFT Drill90PLUS comes with a handle that you can attach on either side using this bolt. So it'll attach either this way, or you can use it without the handle. So I did drill the 4 holes, and as a spoiler alert, obviously it did the job. So let me show you the video, and you'll see how it performed. And then after that video, I will take this apart so we can see what's inside and how it's constructed, how it's made. Okay, let's get started. Got the safety glasses on. Always wear your safety glasses when using power tools. And I got the handle on here. Okay, I'm going to start. As you can see, it went very well. The unit made no noise. It did the job. The chuck didn't loosen. The gears didn't get hot. I did bind up the drill a little bit, but that always happens when you're doing a hole with a hole saw. You got to be very careful that the drill doesn't kick back at you. I always recommend using low speed. An impact drill works well also, but this Ryobi and the MILESCRAFT Drill90PLUS did the trick. Okay, let's take this apart. I just want to point out a couple of features before we start. First off, this shaft is not compatible with a standard impact driver. This is a 3/8 shank, and unlike the DeWalt, it's larger, so it will not fit into a standard impact driver. The problem is that the shank does not fit the chuck of an impact driver. It will fit nicely into a 3/8 drill or 1/2-inch drill, but it's not compatible with an impact driver. The DeWalt actually is. The DeWalt will fit. But the MILESCRAFT Drill90PLUS will not fit. I guess if you wanted to use it with your impact driver, you'd have to use an adapter of some sort. This is a 3/8 inch shank. Also, the chuck, it held very nicely. It had no problem holding on to the shank of the hole saw that I was using. It didn't loosen, and it tightened up, rather easily. So there was no problem with that. Let's see what's inside. Now, where are my 2-amp batteries when I need it? It's out in the garage. So I've got a 4-amp. It's a little heavier than I want. But anyway, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. And I guess you can use either slotted or Phillips screws to take this out. Let me see what we got here. Sometimes when you take these things apart, they're a little bit more difficult to put them back together, but we'll see. Okay, let me lay it down here so it doesn't fall out. All the parts don't fall out. There we go. So inside we have, actually have some metal gears. And this is a zinc bracket holding the gears in. This is just a sleeve bearing here on this end, and a sleeve bearing on this end, and some, I guess, some cheap goo grease that I guess would be better off if it was on the gears rather than sitting on the shaft. So I'll just put these on, put some of this goo grease on the gears. Let me see if I can get this out. So we have another sleeve bearing here. We do have a small roller bearing here. And I'll put some grease in there. I'm I'm not sure when I'm going to use this again, but you know, it doesn't hurt to put the grease where it belongs. Doesn't do much good on the shaft. But anyway, it looks like it's fairly well made. I'm not going to take the chuck apart. It works well. I'm more interested in what the drive gears look like. And it looks like the chuck is held on with a Phillips head screw down inside. So we have the bottom of the bearing, the bottom of the drive assembly here on the bottom. It looks like molded zinc. So let's put this back in here. Fairly smooth operation. It didn't really make any grinding noise or anything unusual. So I was pretty happy with how things looked. So let me give you a little bit closer look here at the gears. We'll put this back on here. So it does the job. Metal shaft, metal sleeve bearings, one roller bearing here on the back part of the shaft here, and looks like we have a not kind of sure what kind of plastic this is, but it's pretty substantial, and it held up during the use that I put it through. Okay, I believe the threaded screw is in here. We have a short screw in here. Okay, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, give a thumbs up and also press that subscribe button. I passed my first benchmark after about a year of making YouTube videos. I have 100 subscribers. That's the first benchmark I was looking for. And the next one is 1K or 1,000 subscribers, which I hope to do in the next couple of months with your support. So anyway, the Drill90 Plus also gets a thumbs up. I liked it. It didn't show any signs of wear. Drilling those 4 holes, you saw how hard I was pushing it, and it looks good inside. It's made of metal. It's not a piece of junk, and it held up well during the jobs. So anyway, the DeWalt is probably going to make its way either back to the store, or maybe I'll give it to one of the kids or grandkids and let them use that down the road for one of their projects. But you know, you don't need a 90-degree attachment very often, but when you need it, you need it. And it really helps to make the job a lot easier and go quicker. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Again, please subscribe, give the thumbs up. I'll see you again soon in a future video. I have a couple of videos being posted in a couple of weeks. The next one I think is going to be a review of 2 Ryobi circular saws, which I was not very pleased with. So stay tuned for those and some other videos as well. So thanks for tuning in to Fix, Tinker, Review, Repeat. I'm Ken, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, that hole didn't go too well there. I don't know if you can see it, but I made a little dimple here. Putting the long screw where the short screw should have gone in this little hole over here. Oh boy. But it works. No damage, and I'll remember that little dimple now for a long time. Oh well.